showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com. Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
When your home fills up with family, Allo Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Allo Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome in, Striking Up Conversation. Harrison Arnsman, ones and twos. As always, we got the host, Caleb Berstrady, Anna Callan, and Jackson to my left as well in studio today. If you guys want to join in, 402-464-5685. You can also put a face to the voice, Facebook, YouTube, X, and Allo Channel 961. Guys, how's it going? A day before you fly out for regionals.
Why is that camera so close to me?
Give me a second. Yeah, just give me a second.
I can't
Everyone
hear
take a deep breath.
I looked over and I was like, it's really zoomed in on me.
Yeah, I
hear myself.
usually
Yes, I can.
take a little bit. Well, because people get settled, right? And then right before it goes live, everyone like shimmies up a little bit closer to the mic, and then
It's like it's
Got
our
it.
first rodeo or something.
well, this one's on me. But anyways,
Hey guys.
My day's great. I said that's so weird. My day's great. Sorry.
Yeah,
that was weird.
It's been a great Tuesday.
Yeah, I had coffee. I worked.
Yeah, she picked up my shift for me.
We had
Thanks,
I got
man.
my new gear. We
Just
practiced
yours.
was good.
Just Anna's got her new.
Yeah, I'm the only one. Nah, we all got our new gear, but it's really nice stuff. I'm excited to wear it this week.
Yeah,
But
I was stressing a little bit, but we're okay. We got it.
yeah,
So yeah.
great Tuesday. Can't complain.
How are the nerves, or are there any?
Nah, I'm hyped. I'm so hyped.
Well, we should rewind a little bit because you guys
Oh,
came in with.
Do you really want to rewind?
I think we have to. I think we owe it to
No.
the people.
I'm gonna pass.
Okay,
I'm
we
kidding.
can do it.
So what seed did you guys get?
We got the 2 seed.
Yeah.
Aren't you number 1 in RPI though?
Yep. Number 1 in the coaches poll. Number 1 RPI.
So how does that work?
Oh, we don't know.
You're asking the wrong people.
Like if you had to take a wild swing at it, is there any like because who's second? Jackson.
Jacksonville State was 2 in the coaches poll and 2 in the RPI.
Okay, so what has Jacksonville State done? Like, did they win their conference at the very end or do something
No,
crazy?
Wichita did.
Well, this seems scandalous, even more so. Then I don't know how
They
you guys
took
didn't get the
second.
one.
They took second at Conference USA. What the selection show said is that the returning national champions got the number 1 seed. That's basically what they said.
Yeah.
And then they told us that us being the 2 seed should give us a little extra motivation.
Well, yeah, but
since we were number 1 in the RPI.
Yep. And the coaches poll.
Yep.
Their explanation though
That
is
was
it should
it.
give you some motivation.
Yep.
It's a horrible explanation.
Yeah.
Jackson's face.
Because they're basically telling you, hey, you're the number 1 team in the country, but you're the 2 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats, guys.
We really didn't know.
It was just like a
It was
because it was the
odd.
first name that was said was theirs, and we were expecting it to be ours,
Yeah.
and we're just like sitting there in like complete shock, and we're like, we had to go rewatch it.
Do the coaches
We literally
make any
rewind.
comments about it, or they
Oh,
that you can say on air?
I mean, it
was
wasn't
all
bad.
appropriate,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, it
okay.
wasn't nothing bad because, like, in the end of the day, we're all kind of sitting there like, there's no reason that we shouldn't be number 1, and that's basically what they were saying. But at the same time, it's kind of like, well, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do, and
yeah.
at the end of the day, that's all we can.
we
That's all we
talked.
can do.
This happened last Wednesday. We came in on Thursday. We started we had a team meeting to start practice, and coach said, you guys have the floor right now, get it all out right now, and after you leave this room,
That's it.
it's done. You guys
Yeah.
are happy to be the 2 seed, and you guys are lucky enough to make the tournament.
Mhm.
You guys are lucky enough to be a top 4 team, and yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how you have to view it. I mean, obviously, we're grateful either way. It would have been nice to have that number 1 seed, obviously, because we worked so hard for it, and we really did put everything on the table, and
You
that
had the
shows.
stats for it. And
We
Yeah.
literally
everything
couldn't
said
have
you
done
were-
We had everything, and that's the thing is that we know sitting in the 2 seed that we did everything in our power to get the number 1 seed. And you don't really hear of that in other sports where like someone that's ranked number 1 and has the best thing isn't the number 1 seed. You don't hear of that.
Yeah. And
So,
it's not like they
it's
had
okay.
more tournament wins, and that's not even a factor. Like going into
Well, I thought they won their conference like on the way out. I was like, okay, maybe
Yeah.
that's they got
Mhm.
hot at the end, so that
They
bumped them.
won
That flipped Wichita in the top 4 though,
yeah.
because they won.
We can also go down to see who is the 3 and 4 seed as well. But they had 3 tournament wins and we had 3 tournament wins. So I physically don't know what their like turning point was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would love to hear an explanation like after the season's over, be like pinpoint like this is why. But hey, it's not going to change anything.
Mm-mm.
The bracket set is what it is.
And in reality, yeah, we're.
Just go win and
I mean, we're not even upset about being in Pittsburgh either. I mean, obviously, we're not going to be upset anywhere we go, but honestly, Pittsburgh out of not going to Arlington and getting, the number 1 seed, because that was most likely where the number 1's always going to end up.
Yeah.
We're happy that that's where we got pulled to, and yeah, I think we're excited to go
hopefully
back.
history repeats itself.
Yep.
Who do you guys face first?
It's going to be between Kutztown and
Fayetteville State.
Yes.
Because there's a bowl-in that starts Thursday morning.
I wonder if those teams are pissed when you guys weren't number 1.
I think they're just happy to be there.
Oh yeah, I don't
Coach
think
kind
they-
of just like made that comment today. They're like, yeah, like they're probably just happy to be in the tournament because like
That's true. Yeah.
They used to
only-
only do 17.
Yeah, like
or even just 16.
There's 100, 200 NCAA teams, and only 19 teams make the tournament.
Mhm.
And they're probably just happy to be there. They get
Yeah.
a free plane ride.
Yeah.
Maybe they have to drive. I don't know. But free trip.
Yeah. I wouldn't be complaining.
Steel City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Have you guys bowled at this alley before?
Yeah. We bowled there 2 years ago for regionals.
And we
So
won.
that's, yeah.
And the Final Four was in Vegas.
So it's kind
And
of.
we made the Final Four. So I'm like,
Yeah.
history going to repeat itself?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. We leave tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
And then
7:30 a.m.
a.m.
Yeah.
Yep. Coach was like, I don't want to leave before 7, and I don't want my flight afternoon. And I was like, well, here you go.
Yeah.
So we have like a 10:45 flight out of Omaha.
I don't even know what we're on.
Not a direct, I take it.
No.
Sadly, no.
The only direct one that we would have had, because they planned flights beforehand, before we found out, they had them all lined up. So that way they would go and purchase them immediately on Wednesday. It would have been Texas.
Yeah.
That'd have been the only direct flight that we
But
got.
like we still get into Pittsburgh at like 3:30 Eastern time. So I'm like, I think we only have like an hour layover, so it's not terrible.
It's not
Yeah,
bad, but I
no.
feel like you guys never get direct flights.
No.
Sadly, when you're in Nebraska.
Yeah.
I was like,
Mm.
what do you expect?
Yeah. Oopie.
We do got Chaz chiming in here saying Nebraska's gotten disrespected all season. Is that true? You guys feel that way?
I would, yeah, I would say so. Merely, it's just
You just
obviously
don't
it's
want me
critics.
to comment
It's
because then
outside
I'm just going to
critics.
go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like obviously when we first got ranked number 1 in the coaches poll, we got basically it seemed like an apology to the other teams that didn't get up there. And then you have that, and then like when the RPI comes out again, like an apology to the teams that weren't up there. So it's just like obviously for us, it does give us motivation, but at the same time, it's kind of just like, okay, say your stuff. But I mean, our bowling does the talking for us, and that's going to continue to do so in the
Exactly.
postseason because we have never responded to it. And I mean, we don't respond to it on the show. I mean, I know the other two don't respond to it on their show. And social media, we don't say anything. We just kind of turn our heads and look the other way. Because again, our bowling does the talking for us, and that's why we were number 1 in the RPI. That's why we're number 1 in the coaches poll. That's why, we were so successful on the lanes, and it's because we mind to ourselves.
Period. She said it the best. Like, I would have been a lot more mean about it because it's been like that our whole careers. And I think they kind of, I don't want to say train us to kind of not listen to the haters, but the haters are all around us and everyone's going to hate because of the success we've had in the past. And I think that kind of fuels every single person on this team to represent the N at the highest level. And there's going to be haters out there no matter where you go.
Are you guys like the Duke of bowling?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I guess.
Like the Alabama football. Everyone doesn't like Alabama
or you
football.
could even say Nebraska volleyball because I mean
Yeah.
they get hate. They get so much hate. I mean, look at the documentary. That even showed it itself.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah,
you
that was
just-
crazy.
Yeah.
Harper Murray, after she said we'd be back,
Yeah.
I can't. That always shocked me how much hate she got for that.
Yeah.
After they
Yeah.
lost to Texas, she
Yeah.
had that.
Like we've gotten called names like saying our sport isn't a technically a sport, or like after we won in 2021 we were getting called hurtful things, and I'm like, all these people are just keyboard pirates or
Mhm.
Yeah.
keyboard warriors. There we go. And I'm just like,
Pirates.
sorry, I was
Yeah.
thinking porch pirates, but that's different things.
Yeah.
But it's just there's always going to be people be hating on us, and I think we just let our bowling do the talking, and that's what they kind of, I don't want to say train us to do, but that's basically what Coach Campbell wants us to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably better than whatever that keyboard warrior is doing.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's
like,
for sure.
Yeah, your words can hurt me, but
Darn, I got a free flight out to Pittsburgh, and then if I win that, I get to go to Vegas and bowl. And
And another free flight.
yeah. And I get to go to Vegas, so
it's a pretty cool setup. Like, if you make it to
We get
Vegas,
free
isn't it pretty
food.
elaborate
Oh, it's awesome.
setup for
It's so-
championships?
like we say, it's like there's so much glitz and glamour when it comes to the postseason. Interviews, pictures, like you get like when you win regionals, you get the regional championship trophy, and like you get the mini trophies, and it's just so much glitz and glamour. And then when you make the Final Four, you have the banquet and all
You
the
get to dress up.
interviews. You get to dress up and everything,
So excited.
and it's just not what you get to see in an everyday tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just an honor to make it there.
Yeah, I mean, you get to do something that not every team's going to get to do, and in reality, we get to do it every year that teams don't get to do that every year, and
Yeah.
that's something that I think we take with pride too. And that's also, responding to the haters. It's like, we don't really care what you have to say because we're one of the only teams in the nation, let alone college bowling, that has made it every year consecutively.
Yeah.
And that also brings on hate. So, I mean, we just turn a blind eye.
Do you guys have a easy job doing that? Not paying attention to social media?
Oh yeah, it's easy for me, honestly.
It's easier now than it was probably when I was like a freshman and sophomore because it was just like thrown at you.
Mm-hmm.
You would see these comments and stuff on your post or like stuff your parents would post and them just being weird, rude, inappropriate. And it's just like, come on, you wasted your time posting that. Like, get over yourself. That's basically what I have to tell myself. And them, like what Chaz just said, like basically disrespecting us all season. But I was like, our bowling did the talking all season.
Yeah, my dad always said that when I was a kid. Like literally right when I got into like bowling, singles events, and even like high school tournaments, it was just let your bowling do the talking. And even if it was like people like in high school, it wasn't all rainbows and butterflies. Like if it was even your own teammates saying stuff, let your bowling do the talking. Like never respond to it, even if it's comments to your face, it's comments online, comments sent to you privately. It was just always let your bowling do the talking. Like that is merely the best way to handle things because like saying something makes you go to their level or even dip below it. And honestly, it's not worth it in the end because like you focusing on that comment takes away from putting in the work. You do it saying like responding to that comment takes away from your abilities to be you and stay true to who you are because obviously when something said that's hurtful, I mean, obviously it impacts you in a way that's like, wow, like why would someone even say that? Why would someone respond to that way? Why would someone say that about me and my teammates? Like it's obviously just like what the heck, man? But at the same time, you kind of sit there and it's like, obviously someone has said something hurtful to them. Like you kind of have to like turn it and like they're merely deflecting their pain, their wanting of what I have and have done onto me instead of just like looking in the mirror and trying to do it themselves, like trying to get to where we are,
They're even nicer than me.
And thank God, like most of us on this team, I want to say all of us on this team have pretty thick skin. Like we've grown up in this world. The bowling world is not nice a lot of the time. They don't think you deserve this or you should have won this. Like, I think we've all been in situations where the haters are going to hate and we just have to get past it. And we've all had our bowling do the talking before. And that's how we've got to this point. And I think that's what prepared us for going into this weekend, that we're just going to go out there, bowl, do our best. And I don't want to say prove them wrong, but basically.
We're basically going to show them that we should have been the number one seed.
Yeah.
Do you guys see like the hate like more like because you guys are bowling on such a high level and at a program like Nebraska?
Yeah, it comes in waves, I feel like. Like definitely after we won, that was like the worst I've seen it in 2021. And then it like dies down a little bit and then like
where's the hate coming from? Sorry to interrupt.
Random
people. I'm like, who are you?
Even the Big Ten show, like it was the Big Ten show. It wasn't like it was like for some big title. It was literally our home tournament just on the Big Ten show. And
they wanted
for
to promote
example,
bowling.
Literally, and I can tell you, like, there's like this Iowa hate page.
Oh, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, and they literally took us and said that we looked like a bunch of linebackers, and that Valparaiso, who we bowled against, looked like a bunch of sexy librarians. Like it was just the weirdest thing ever. It's like basically calling us big women and all this stuff, and it's like, what in the world? And that's like where it's like, it's just
really
why are you
nasty,
coming at? Yeah, it's like, why are you coming at like how we look? Like, I'm sure the person even making that post, are you a twig? Like, I'm just saying.
I got a good idea what that man looks like.
Yeah. And that's where
Take a
it's like,
swing
and
at
that's the other thing is that like it's 90% of the time it's men.
Yeah.
Like if you look at women's sports in general, 90% of the time it is men.
It's
and it's
men
disgusting.
body shaming women.
Yes. Sorry, tangent, but
like
that's fair.
I will always be an advocate for women's sports and to put them on a higher pedestal than anything. But when men shame women, and I'm like, you come out here and do it. You try to do what we do every day. Practice 6 days a week and compete at the high level because you can. And I think there's a lot of I don't say hate, but like misconception going on with bowling right now. People are always like talking bad about this pro bowler or this person. I'm like, I want to see you try what they do.
Mhm.
Like over the weekend, the Masters was happening for PBA, and there was so much hate about the guy who won. And I'm like, I don't see you out there. I didn't see you in the field. And it's just like, why put your opinion in if you can't even go out there and do it yourself?
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know anybody who would turn down a free tuition and some NIL opportunities.
Exactly.
You go bowl in college and you're just really good at it.
Yeah.
I guess it's like a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah. So.
And even like the winnings of those tournaments, like they're not crazy numbers, are they? Like, say you go pro, not Olympic.
The Masters is $100,000. No, it's 60. Yeah, it's 100,000 because then
Okay.
the Queens is 60,000.
The
I
price
did a thing about
difference
it.
is different from. There is a price gap between the men's tour and the women's tour, sadly.
Yeah.
But like they get way more TV time.
And the other thing is the only one that matches is the U.S. Open for both sides. Like the men's U.S. Open and the women's U.S. Open is the only one that's the matching price of $100,000.
Okay, I was just curious.
And that's in Lincoln this year.
Okay. Are you gonna try to?
I am bowling. I am bowling the whole tour season.
Oh, nice. How excited are you for that?
I'm terrified because it literally starts in almost a month, and I'm not even done with my collegiate season, and that's just a lot to like.
It's a big switch. It's
a big switch. Like I'm going to like fully relying on a team and then turning it completely and bowling individually and only relying on myself. So that could be a different show, and we can talk about that. That's just the whole rabbit hole you can go down into. But
so do you have like a card, like a tour card that you need that
so
is like
story.
proof?
they actually, that's a whole different story. We'll just talk about that a different Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
That can be a Tuesday after the season's over.
Wait, they changed some rules around it?
They did.
I take it? Oh,
this
okay.
year, it changed this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you were on the tour. Will be.
She will be doing the tour. Yep.
That's very cool. What's the thing you're most worried about and then the thing you're most excited about?
It's gonna be expensive. And I think I'm most excited about bowling the US Open because it is here in Lincoln. A lot of my that time my former teammates will be bowling. But yeah, I think it's just like seeing people that I haven't seen in a while. And then
I also just think it's cool for any Husker, like former athlete.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot on the tour. And I think it's cool for us, like for them and us, whatever, because obviously current bowlers are bowling. I am not putting that out there. But I think it's just really cool for the opportunity to come back into the state that you went to school in and you loved, obviously, for the time that you were here, whether it be 4 or 5 years or
and
6
a lot
years.
of them won a national championship.
Yeah, a lot of them. I mean, that and it saves some money for some pockets. Like Kayla gets to stay in her apartment. Coach JB will get to stay at her apartment. And obviously, like some of our teammates, they'll get to stay at the apartment that they're getting or
now live in.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's just convenient.
Yeah.
I know the city. I literally live 5 minutes from Sun Valley.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was in Lincoln. That's awesome.
It's a very cool experience. So it's in June, right?
It's in June, yeah.
Yeah. So if you all get the chance, it's like the first weekend of June, right?
I think it's technically the second weekend in June. Like it starts like the 8th.
Yeah.
So because like the first week in June starts in the middle of the week, but the second week in June,
chance,
we can talk about this more on a different
out.
Tuesday, and yeah, we can promote it.
Yeah.
In Sun Valley, they were a great host to us when our facility was getting built. Spent a lot of time there.
Nice location too. I do like Sun Valley Lanes.
Yeah,
it's nice.
They got a lot of options.
Yeah,
putt.
I have firsthand experience with their laser tag is really fun.
That is.
They have laser tag?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've ran in it
Where
when
the
you're
hell is
not supposed to.
Right next to the arcade. Like right when you
walk in, it's to your left.
Oh.
And then like the lanes are obviously to your right.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've seen the mini golf area in the back. That's cool. I did not know.
That's how do you see that? Which is all the way in the back of the building.
Because I missed the
And
part
not
that was
laser
in the
tag.
front. I just walked past the front.
Yeah.
That went straight to the back. So the mini golf. Anything left to add on regionals before we throw to our first break here? We'll talk more about it on the second half, but
it'll be on Bowl TV this weekend. I don't know if they're doing like a weekend subscription or it'll be free.
My guess I'm pretty sure last year you did not have to pay, but I also could be wrong. So do not take my word for it. But yeah, if you
We've
would
never
like to watch,
watched it. we've always been on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, thank goodness.
So that's not like our expertise on that information, but watch for the information on our social media.
Yes.
Colin will be with us this week in our SID.
Usually Facebook's best bet, right?
Facebook
For information.
and
Instagram,
Twitter. He's pretty good on all three.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
nice.
tries his best.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Shout out Colin. He'll probably get that out there for us.
He will text me that we gave him a shout out and he will thank me.
Yeah, he listens.
He does listen.
All right. With that being said, we will go ahead,
Album.
throw it to our first break then. Striking up a conversation. Caleb Verstrady, Anna Callan, Jackson Harrison back behind the board. Don't go anywhere. We'll keep it rolling on the other side.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and March Madness is here, and Koppel is ready to rock and roll. We just closed the books on a tremendous February, and we're locked and loaded for a big March. True 0% APR is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. Koppel also has over 10,500 off list on new select models. So please stop on by and see what confident driving and confident buying is all about. We're right down 144th Street or online at koppelcars.com. All deals with the roof credit, 0% is standalone.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through April 1st is $1 off all pasta, $2 off spaghetti sauce, and special discounts on hamburgers. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney and Lincoln, or also at 168th and Maple Streets in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Fleet Feet Lincoln is excited for the upcoming spring season and the warmer temps, and they want you to get outside and be active. Fleet Feet's Fit ID process takes a free 3D image of your feet to help runners and walkers alike find comfortable tennis shoes and inserts that ease pain associated with plantar fasciitis, bunions, and more. Get back on your feet this spring with a trip to Fleet Feet, open 7 days a week at 77th and Pioneers.
Hog Wild's giant stuffed baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying than a Hog Wild baked potato loaded with butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. Add your choice of a Hog Wild house smoked meat like pulled pork, chicken, or brisket for a little extra. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
When opportunity knocks, you don't want to miss the call. Hamilton Business Technologies makes communication easy and efficient using customized technology, all while putting people first. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, Hamilton Business Technologies equips your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Second segment, striking up the conversation. Anna Callan, Caleb Verstrady to my left, Harrison Arns back behind me, Borden. I got Jackson to my left as well. You guys can join in via the text line or any of the streams. Segment number 2, you guys are professionals at this point. Where do you want to go with it? I'll leave it up to you.
Oh, we didn't even talk about this in the
Yeah, no, we didn't. We're usually prepping ourselves.
I guess we're talking a lot. Which is
It's fine.
We were yapping.
It's fine.
I was trying to throw you off, or
Yeah, what the
I
heck?
know.
you can talk about regionals. You can talk about your flight. You can talk about taking the private jet that one time.
That was so 2 years ago.
It was literally 2 years ago.
We can talk about how this weekend works. Like
Yeah.
our the schedule and everything. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we leave tomorrow.
At 7:30.
And
like we said.
then we have a layover at Midway.
Yeah, that's in Chicago, if you didn't know.
What are you guys doing in Pittsburgh? I think we talked about how we're going to get to Pittsburgh.
Anyway, oopsies.
Anna, chill
So
out.
sorry. Why is this?
Anna's breaking things. We're
no.
gonna have to give her a bill.
Yeah. So no, this was messed up before I got in here. But anyway, Thursday we have practice, which is like in the afternoon. So we get the morning to relax.
Anna, you skipped over the bowling.
Oh, well, I was getting there.
Well, that's before practice.
Well, I'll get there. Just give me a second. I was cooking. So Thursday we practice, which is until the afternoon. So it's nice that we get like the morning to like chillax,
do homework.
Yeah, and just kind of I'll be reading because I don't really have any homework, which is really nice.
You want to do mine?
No. But Friday morning we'll meet our bowling, whoever won that roll off, which happens Thursday morning. So Friday morning, that's who we will meet in our first match, which that match will start with a traditional game, which has us each bowling our individual games. That's kind of how I always explain it. Like I'll have my own personal game. She would have her own personal game, and then 3 other people would as well. And then whoever wins that match point gets it. And then we'll meet in a Baker match, which is 5-game total pinfall. And we'll each have our own frame that we bowl. And then if we win both points, that match is completed. But if we split the match, so we get 1 point and whoever the bowling winner is gets a point, we will go to a best of 7 Baker match, which then whoever wins that wins the match and would go against whoever wins the Maryville, Arkansas match.
And then you do it all over again.
Yep. And then if you say, like, let's just hypothetically, maybe, hopefully true, but say we win both matches, say we beat the bowling and then we beat whoever we bowl against the second match, we would skip Saturday morning's match.
It's so nice.
It is.
You get to
It's
sleep
a breath
in.
of fresh
You
air.
get to kind of not lollygag around.
You
but,
can
like,
relax.
You get to relax. You don't have to be there at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. I don't know what time
Yeah.
we have to get there.
But
Haven't looked at the schedule.
yeah, but then we would bowl the finals match, and that one's a little bit different because whoever is undefeated,
Because you still
has to
start.
still get beat twice.
You start with what Anna just explained, it's called the mega match, and then since you're in the winners bracket, you have to get beaten twice. So because it's double elimination,
Mhm.
but you don't like if say the person in the winners bracket gets beat that first mega match, you don't bowl a whole nother mega match. You just bowl a best out of 7.
Yeah.
And the winner is determined by that. It's called an if necessary. And
We did push that last year.
we did get there last year, and unfortunately, we did not come out of the right side, but it's okay. We grow from that.
Yes.
And yeah, and then
That's your
whoever
winner.
wins and
Goes to the finals.
goes to Vegas.
Hopefully, it's a big red N in that spot, but we'll see after
We'll
this
see when we
weekend.
get there.
Yeah,
And
you guys will find out Tuesday.
yeah,
Next Tuesday, sorry.
not this Tuesday.
Nope.
A lot of our parents are going to be there.
Mine are,
I
yours
think
are.
every single person's parents coming or has like a family member coming.
Yeah.
Because like our parents are coming.
I actually went through with Coach Klumpa. Mine, yours, because I went in order of class. Yours will be there. Mine will be there. And then you have Jill and her family's going to be there.
I'm assuming because it's literally driving distance.
I have no idea. I never asked. That's where I was like, I don't know Coach Klumpa, but we'll
This girl
say-
doesn't talk to her parents very often, so she probably doesn't even know. Like
Literally,
I'm
they're
like,
going to show up and be like, oh, nice.
her freshman year, I'm like, oh, have you talked to your parents? Or they come into this church? She's like, I don't know. I guess I'll know when they show up.
This is Julian Martin.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, it's like she has to ask her parents a lot. You guys coming out to Japan? Or so she's probably just at a point where
You know what? That's valid.
That's so
low-key.
valid.
You're right. But yeah, no. I told Coach Klumpa, I'm like, I would assume that her mom would at least be there because obviously her dad coaches at Valparaiso. So that kind of changes things.
But their season's over.
I know, but I'm just saying that doesn't mean like
I think John Martin will be there.
yeah. But anyway, so there's that. And then I don't know about Catherine's parents. They have showed up at a tournament before that she wasn't at. So
maybe.
And then that takes us to the sophomores. I know one of Desiree's parents will be there. Brenna's parents will be there. And then I don't think Ashton's or Laney's will be there. But then if you go to the freshmen, I know Karina's mom is going to be there. And then Stars,
and then
parents,
Haley's
and then
parents are
Haley's
coming.
Parents, yep.
So
almost everyone's parents.
basically, the 8 are traveling. Everyone will have a parent there.
But if we make it to nationals,
Everyone
everyone's going to
gets
be
to go.
there. So that's exciting. All 11 of us. Yeah.
Why do I keep wanting to say 12? I don't know.
Your imaginary friends on the team or something? I don't know.
Yeah, the mouse in my pocket.
That's
It's my alter ego.
Debbie.
We had to come up with alter egos today, and everyone was like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, mine's Debbie.
Such a random
And I
name.
was like, well, I made you all laugh, didn't I?
Mine's Cocaine Bear, but I got that from teammates a couple years ago.
As there was a movie named Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, sorry.
Context. Yeah.
It wasn't just pull a lot of the guy. Sorry. But if you see that movie and you see how aggressive that bear is.
Did you watch it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That thing was, it
I
was
did not.
raunchy. It was
I-
raunchy.
I did not.
Grotesque.
Has like, was it like the Rotten Tomatoes? Like
It was
high
bad.
Rotten
I'm pretty
Tomatoes?
sure it was pretty bad. Yeah. I don't think it was good.
Oh,
he's going to look. Okay.
Yeah. Fact check us. But like, there's a funny story behind this because they're always playing music in the weight room, and it would every time we were in there.
This guy is 66. That's not that bad.
What's like the average?
A bad movie that
Like
tanks,
80s?
that tanks is usually in like the 30s below.
Oh, so like low
so
Rotten
it's
Tomatoes.
opposite.
Yeah, it's opposite.
Oh.
66 percentile means that it was like it
It
was
was-
all right.
it
But
was
like, what's a
yeah.
good movie?
Usually in the 80s,
Uh,
80 or above.
I think the Snow White one's like a 13. I haven't watched it,
That's
but
that's
I
sad.
know
Oh my
that,
God.
that's
Well,
like one that's good.
I know that they expected on that movie. I saw a thing. They were expecting like a major box office. Like they're expecting it to be a big hit. They spent $400 million in the movie. You want to know what they made in the one weekend? 40 million.
Yup,
That's
it's gonna lose them
unfortunate.
like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for Disney because that's like one of their worst adult.
It's their
a live
worst-
action film.
Yeah, it's actually their worst
Yeah.
live action film that they've ever made, trumping out the Dumbo live action.
I haven't even seen that.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
How are you just spitballing these facts out?
I like movies and films.
I was like,
a
okay.
lot. That's
Man
that's
said
like my
actually
second
you
hobby.
could
wait,
literally
let me
be
pull
pulling
this out
that
of my pocket.
No,
I was like, thin air.
You guys talk about Cocaine Bear. I was like, man, I might watch that tonight when I go home.
Which
I
one?
I always watch movies. Cocaine Bear.
Yeah. You see that? That's me out there. That is my alter ego.
It's true. Me and Anna, we have talked about this in the past. We get a little hyped. Promise I will not fling off her glasses this year.
I'm still traumatized. These glasses are still traumatized.
Yeah.
I just got these last year and boom, right to the left eye.
Hopefully the camera is like better centered. There we go. That was the word I'm looking for. That you can actually, if I do it, you can see him fly off this time and not just see Anna bend over and pick up her glasses off.
They
the ground.
flew. They flew onto the next pair.
If you guys want to see firsthand how hyped we get, watch us this weekend.
Yeah, especially this. Like I have videos from like 2 years ago, on my TikTok actually, but not the point. But you just see how hyped we get when, like, especially when shots that need to happen. I picked up I will never forget. I picked up a 2-4-10, and it fell when I turned around, and that's when everyone just went crazy because we needed it.
It was in Pittsburgh.
Yep, that was against Duquesne.
Yeah,
I will not forget.
So
Yeah,
very
it's always
excited.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to talk about now. My brain is just so mush right now.
I'm just thinking about everything I still need to pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to do so much when I get home.
This is the least amount of prompts I think I gave you guys. I thought you guys would just be like yapping nonstop with regionals coming tomorrow.
I think like I'm not
The
even
build up. We
yeah.
talked so much about it the past few weeks. I'm just like,
That is true.
I feel like we're just repeating
You're like, yeah, we're
ourselves.
here. We gotta go do the thing.
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh.
Well, it's your last one, Kayla. What does that mean?
I'll even tell this story. Coach was like talking to us in the lounge today, and I was just like sitting there, and then he said something, and I was like, "Oh, here come the tears."
Oh, you are starting to feel the emotions a little bit.
Kinda.
Okay.
I think like I don't even know when it's gonna hit me because like obviously last week was my last full week of practice. Like Saturday was my last Saturday practice. There's a lot of lasts
Did
coming
it
up.
hit you at Big Red? I think that's a good litmus test.
No, not really, because I knew I was like, oh, we got a month and a half to practice. I'm like, can't get sad now. Got work to do. I told them after that I like kind of started tearing up because how coach was talking. I was like wiping away the tears, and I was like, okay, it's kind of setting in now, but
I think it's the fact that literally she has 2 weeks left. Like that's
like I know like next Sunday I won't be in college bowling anymore. It's not like, yeah, this Sunday could also be it, but like next Sunday, like
win or
that's
lose,
the
no matter
expiration
what.
date.
Yeah.
Like next Sunday is like over. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm just like, is what it is. Not is what it is, but like,
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
fine.
cry, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's gonna come. Hopefully not sooner than later. Wait, I said that wrong. Hopefully later than sooner because I rather cry happy tears and sad tears and happy tears next weekend. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 2 weeks from now, life will be completely different.
Yeah.
Well, not really. You'll
Kayla's
still
like,
be
go by
boring.
as slow as possible, please.
I was like, can we just like turn back the clock a little bit?
But I feel like this year went really fast.
Yeah, and
I
I'm
felt
not
like-
I'm not even in her shoes. Yes.
I think first semester went by pretty slow. And then when we hit second semester, I felt like we were just in Delaware.
Literally.
I'm like, where the heck did the last 2.5 months just go? I felt like we were just going 13-0 in Delaware, and now we're literally leaving for regionals tomorrow. I was like, there was so much that happened in that time, and I was like, where did it go? But I'm grateful,
yes,
for all the time I've had, but I'm not done yet.
Well said.
Hurry
Yeah, time went into a lot of wins. I'll say that much. As you guys did finish the year, #1 RPI somehow not number one seed, but I think we sulked enough about that one in the first segment. So with that being said, we'll go ahead, throw it to break here. One more segment on the other side, striking up a conversation. Anna Callan, Caleb Verstrady, talk to you in a little bit.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group, trial attorneys you can trust.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com. Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
When your home fills up with family, Allo Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Allo Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall, Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket. Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Final segment, striking up a conversation. Caleb Verstrady, Anna Callan have their own side conversation over there as per usual. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, all good. We got one more segment left, and this one from Jazz off of Facebook saying that earlier we were talking about movies. Says movies have been lacking lately, need some good ones to come out.
This is facts.
Do you guys want to do like a Mount Rushmore of movies?
You can't just
Or do we
throw
want
that
to-
on me.
You never throw it at us. You let us like prep over like break.
My brain doesn't work.
You can have that ready. It's
Okay, I
not
got
that hard.
a couple. I got 4. I just need to come up with 4. Kayla, you don't have to come up with 5, only 4. Remember that.
I was about to flip you off, but I
You remembered
used
our setting?
I literally just had this conversation about.
Yeah. But anyway, Finding Nemo, top tier movie. I love that movie. It was the only one I would go to bed to. My dad can attest to that. Forrest Gump is also up there.
That was gonna be on mine.
Scale of 1 to 10. How much do you not like Jenny?
10. No, I would say like a 5. Like
Jenny's the worst.
She's the
no, if you
worst.
watch the movie,
That is wild.
and yeah, that is
I would give her,
diabolical.
like 8.
I would say a 5. The woman had a rough life. You guys go through that and tell me how you would rate that. Then
I mean,
tell me, yeah.
Get hardcore into
Gotcha.
drugs,
She's
find
not
a guy that
wrong.
takes care of
Okay,
me, and
but
then go
did your
leave
dad
to take
like
more
her
hard
dad
drugs.
abused her?
And then get
her
a wife
dad
that
abused her.
diseases you decide to marry him with a kid.
You know what? Her dad abused her. I'm not judging because I would never know what that life is like.
I will say
So
one of the
I'm
best
giving it a
lines in
5.
that movie. You remember when Forrest comes over there and Jenny's throwing rocks at the house?
Oh yeah.
He's like, I can't remember what he says. He's like, can't understand why she was so angry.
Yeah,
little
no.
side tangent though. That's
Yeah.
a great movie though. Good
Yeah.
one for the Mount Rushmore.
You guys are distracting me about coming
Yeah.
up with my 4.
And then
Gotta
I
think.
would say Shawshank Redemption.
Nice.
That
yes,
one's a good
another
one.
great one.
Yes. Shout out to my dad and my
Who's
mom for that
the
one.
main actor? I always forget his name.
Oh man,
Oh,
I could not
Morgan
tell you right
Freeman,
now.
and he's not in a lot of stuff really.
No, he's
Jackson, you look that up.
yeah.
We'll
Hurry
keep
up,
it
come on
moving.
now. And then my final movie. Oh man, I would say 9 to 5.
I don't
Me
think
and my
I've seen
mom
it.
watched that one a lot when I was a kid,
I mean,
and still now.
I haven't seen
Ooh,
it.
hold up! I revoke. Miss Doubtfire. Thank you.
okay. You know what?
That's,
Hey,
that's one of the best
that's
Mount Rushmores we've
That's
had.
respectable. Like,
Mhm.
you
I
know,
feel like
Even
mine's not
including
gonna be
Finding
that
Nemo.
you know, I Finding Nemo is my favorite like,
Okay,
Disney movie. of all
period.
time.
It's
a great
Pixar,
movie.
but yep.
Or
Okay.
whatever, Disney, Pixar, whatever.
Got him. Guy says he's into movies, and I got him. Caught him
Hey,
slacking.
They're the same. They're the same
No, they're
thing.
not.
the same thing.
Anyway, sorry, Kayla.
All right, the bar's high.
The bar is set.
I'm not gonna hit it. Sadly.
Just go
Well,
ahead.
not with that attitude.
Just go ahead. We won't judge.
You got this, Kayla.
Well, I'm also gonna say Forrest Gump.
Such a good movie.
I'm gonna say Mamma Mia.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine.
Probably. Can I do like a series? Because
No.
look, I can't just pick one of the movies.
Okay, what do you
What do you
what's
mean?
the define-
Series.
Is it like a docu-series?
No. Like
Lord of the Rings or
just
something?
like the grown-ups, like
Oh,
that's
1 and 2.
fine.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
that counts.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
so like the grown-ups and then Pitch Perfect.
That's fine.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I was
Those are all
like, we
good
need to
movies.
have like ground rules
Those are all good movies.
when we have like loopholes in here. Okay, go.
La La Land.
I haven't seen it.
Me neither.
Fake. La La Land.
Oh, whoa! Okay, you know what?
Um,
I'll chill.
La La Land.
I've been
Once
mean.
Upon a Time in Hollywood. Zero Dark 30.
I've not seen that either.
Damn, y'all are... That's crazy.
Don't judge. Chill out,
Zero
Florida.
Dark 30. And probably Spider-Man No Way Home.
I haven't seen that either. All right.
That's
Your turn,
crazy.
Harrison. No,
We're a
crazy.
0
Again,
for Florida
Florida.
over here.
That's crazy.
Wyatt Coyote. You got it, Harrison.
Okay. think we'll go Interstellar.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that one's good too.
I'm not a movie person.
Honestly, anything directed by Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
That's valid.
I'll throw Nice Guys in there for a comedy. Maybe Step Brothers.
Yes.
Did you touch my drum set?
Yeah, it's just an iconic movie. I'll throw in a rom-com in there just to have diversity.
Oh,
we'll
period.
go 50 First Dates.
Ah,
Great film.
great movie.
And then what do I need? Just one more?
Hi, my name's Tom. Sorry. I
Anna over here
movies.
quoting all the movies.
Honorable mention, Shrek. Sorry.
That's a good one.
That's
Thank
a great
you.
one.
Behind
you.
the Pines.
What?
I think that's the name of it. You guys haven't seen it?
I have. That's
No.
the first one
No.
I haven't heard of.
I'll look it up real
I'm
quick.
so sorry if I
Google it.
interrupted your Mount Rushmore, but I just like movie quotes because like Shrek, front to back, even like the
Okay, I have an
even
honorable
the like
mention
play
too.
like the press play thing. It's like play the movie, yeah, play like that. I know.
You want to know my hot take about Shrek?
Don't.
I actually think Shrek 2 is better than the
Okay,
original.
you know what? I can agree with that.
Can I?
Okay.
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 I must
But
say
anyway,
my
Kayla,
honorable
sorry.
mention.
Yeah, go for it.
42, the Jackie Robinson movie.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It was a very good movie.
Yeah.
Directed very well. And I think like that's the best like true story like movie out there.
I have another honorable mention.
If
but
we're
I'll
doing
be
honorable
quiet.
mentions, he was talking about rom-coms. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey. What a man.
Yeah.
I feel
Sports
like we're
movies
doing
we
such
left
old
out.
movies. Like we're not doing like present day. Like
Well, as Chaz said, it's been a bad run.
Exactly.
True,
They've been
true,
on such a
true.
bad run recently.
Like Coach
Sandlot
Carter.
deserves another mention too.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
sorry, that's my other honorable mention. I'll be done.
And the movie's
Heck
called
yeah.
Place Beyond the Pines, but I think I'd kick that out. Put Coach Carter in there, or even Sandlot.
Yes.
Sandlot.
Coach
Sandlot.
Carter was so good.
Yeah, I, love
I
Coach
grew up
Carter.
on like sports movies.
I definitely.
I
call
wanted
off
an
his
and
Mount
one
Rushmore,
gear
but
for
it's
so
okay.
long after that movie. And one was the thing. And after you watch Coach Carter, it was like that was all the swag they got. Like when they got rewarded, they're like, "We got and one for you guys." And I was
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh,
I'm so
man."
sorry, but another good one. Remember the Titans. All right, I'm done.
My favorite
Or
sports
The
movie
Blind
is-
Side.
Ooh,
See,
Blindside.
Dad, way to go! Look at
No?
us.
No, that
What?
one. Jeez, no, it's a
Are
good
you
movie. It's
okay?
just not
Are
like
you
an
talking about the
all-time great.
after? Okay, actually, like because of what happened after.
I thought it was kind of cheesy even when I first watched it.
yeah.
I was like, they made this guy out to be an absolute brick. Like, maybe part of it's true, but I just
yeah, it's valid.
really cheesy. for
That's
me.
valid. I'll let it
Okay.
slide.
Mm,
It's your opinion.
mm.
Proposal's also a good rom com, but I'll be quiet now.
Like that scene where he tests super high for defensive, but he fails and everything else.
yeah,
Yeah.
that one's a little. That was kind of.
Then he punches an
But
airbag.
didn't you hear what
What
happened
is-
after he's actually ended up suing the family because like they like got most of the profit from the movie.
Yeah,
and he didn't
Yeah.
see
a
much
lot,
of it.
a lot of people have
What
said
is-
that he had a like the Michael Orr, like the actual
actual
the
guy.
actual football player, had a closer relationship with Sandra Bullock than he actually
Yeah.
did with
Isn't that crazy?
whatever her name was.
The mom, Leanne
Leanne
Tui.
Tui.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but yeah.
What was
Shut up,
the,
Michael Orr.
what was the movie, the football movie The Rock was in? It would have came
The
out.
Playbook.
Oh, the playbook.
Yes, that's a good one too.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I like
I like the
anything.
music.
Anything The Rock's in.
That's such a hot take.
The Fast and Furious movies, legit.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a complete tangent. That was like a 10-person Mount Rushmore. But yeah, bye.
A lot of presidents on that one.
All right, real quick, who's got the best Mount Rushmore? Round table here.
I think Anna did.
Yeah,
That was
you
pretty-
can't
honestly,
vote for
that
your
was really good.
I'd actually say you too.
I'm gonna say myself. I don't care.
Well, if everyone can vote for themselves, then we have a four-way tie most likely. But
Oh,
it
I
doesn't
would not
matter.
vote
I
for
think
myself.
everyone's picking you anyways.
Good
Thank
job.
you. Thank
So,
you.
Give the
Thank
Mount
you.
Rushmore to Anna for the best movie selection. But that's going to do it for us. Appreciate you guys listening. It's been
See you next
striking up the
Tuesday.
conversation.
Watch us this weekend.
Yes.